Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is the second show of the Crawford Experience. This is my first stream through StreamYard. Let's give this a try to see how it is. Um, this is the second show. We will be talking about last night's college football game, which was an outstanding game. Miami hung around. I didn't watch the game because I had to get up early for work. Um, I watched the highlights just a little while ago, and it was actually you might see the score was 27-21, but the game wasn't really, they would say Indiana had it in the bag from the start. That's what I have to say. But it was overall it was a pretty good entertaining game to watch. Um, got I was going to give you guys a couple of more minutes to come in, and we will get started. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Guys can hear me? Yeah, I'm about to go live in a minute. Although just to let you know, at 7:45, I got another show coming on. It's called Why Do People Love False Prophets? This is just getting crazy right now. This podcast right here is going to be news, politics, stuff like that, and sports. And that's really my sports is really my niche. But we will be doing some news and politics on here as well. So we give you guys about another 30 seconds to come in, and we'll be getting started. I'm ready. I'm ready. When you ready, let's get it. Yeah, we will be talking about this college football game from last night. It was Miami winning the championship, the college football championship. I'm sorry, Indiana winning 27, Miami 21. Indiana 27, Miami 21. I'm gonna give you some stats here. Fernando Mendoza, he will be the first pick in the draft by the Las Vegas Raiders. He was 16 for 27, 186, and he managed the game pretty well. And the running game, that's what really set it up for him. The running game was pretty efficient. We had Keelan Black was 17. He had 17 carries, 79 yards, and the backup Roman Hemby had 19 carries with 60 yards. That's why Fernando Mendoza was able to only have 186 yards passing, only on 27 attempts. And then Charlie Becker, he made two huge catches in the game. He ended up with four catches with 65 yards. The number one receiver, Omar Cooper Jr., he had five catches, 71 yards. And then Isaiah Jones, he ended up having a blocked fumble for a touchdown with two tackles. And then Jermaine Sharp, he had that interception that actually sealed the game for Indiana last night. He had the interception, but he also had six tackles. I'm gonna talk about Indiana first, like some of the players, like Fernando Mendoza. Everybody know he's gonna be the number one pick. The Raiders gonna get him. Ain't nobody better not trade up for them because Oakland need. I keep on saying Oakland, but Las Vegas need a quarterback bad. So that's why they got the number one pick. And then they was taking all year. Basically, that team wasn't that good. So now I don't know who's going to be the coach for the team. They don't even have a coach yet. But I know they will have a quarterback at number one, which will be Fernando Mendoza. Along with it, they got the pieces. They got a running back. They're pretty good, and they guys got to rebuild slowly with the offensive line. And I believe something tell me they might end up hiring. If they're smart, I would go after the OC from the Seattle Seahawks, Kubiak. I believe he would be a perfect fit for Fernando Mendoza and the young running back they drafted last year. I believe with the 5th or 6th pick. So I believe it's probably going to be either the Gary Kubiak's son, or whichever coaches is out there. I know we got the DC from the Rams. We got the OC from the Rams is out there. We got I know Miami. Was it Miami? Who was it? Miami. I know they got a new coach already. I think he's a defensive minded guy, but we're gonna cover this more later on. And I know who was it? Somebody else that somebody else got hired too. I know it was Miami. I know the Giants hired Harbaugh, and I know was it Miami job is filled. And I'm trying to see what other job is filled. I know that Buffalo Bills job is going to be really intriguing. I'm trying to figure somebody else was just hired. Oh, Tennessee Titans, Robert Saleh. They hired him, so that job is off the board. So now I believe I think to me the Kubiak, I think it's going to be either the Raiders, uh, could be Buffalo, because Buffalo they could be either Buffalo, but if Buffalo gets him, that'll be Joe Brady will be out of a job. So that's why I don't know. So we'll see about that, about the coaching situation. But yeah, we're going to talk about this game that happened last night. It was a pretty good game. Um, like I said, Fernando Mendoza, 16 for 27, 186 yards. Keelan Black was 17 carries, 79 yards. And we're gonna go to Miami. Carson Beck, he was 19 for 32, 232, one touchdown, one interception. Watch out for Carson Beck in the NFL draft, because people were saying, "Oh, he's a 3rd round, 4th round pick." I believe he would have came out last year. If he's with Georgia, he probably would have at minimum. At minimum, he probably would have been at most. I'm sorry, at most he probably would have went 4th round. I think his stock has slipped. That's why he had transferred to Miami, which was a good move by him. Now he's risen his stock. I believe he's a 1st round quarterback this year, coming up in the 2026 NFL draft. Don't be shocked if of a team like Pittsburgh, a team like even the team that I'm watching out for that might draft a quarterback is the Rams. Because the Rams got 2 1st round picks. I believe they got the Falcons pick at 9, and they got their own pick too. So don't be shocked, man. Don't be shocked if the Rams end up getting a quarterback with one of those picks in the 1st round. Okay, Mark Fletcher was 17. He had 17 carries, 112 yards with 2 touchdowns. I want to know if he's coming out. I got to look that up. I don't know if Mark Fletcher is coming out, but I know Malachi Tony, he's a freshman. He had 10 receptions, 122 yards with a touchdown. And the senior, C.J. Daniels, I believe he's coming out. He had 4 catches for 62 yards. And I know these 2 players, they definitely coming out. They're definitely 1st round picks for Miami. Ruben Bain, he had a sack with 8 tackles, and Hakeem Mesidor, he had 2 sacks and 3 total tackles. These 2 pass rushers, they definitely gonna get picked in the 1st round, especially Ruben Bain. He's definitely a top 10 pick. And Hakeem Mesidor, he gonna definitely probably get picked midway through the 1st round. I can see that midway through the 1st round. And like I said, Carson Beck, watch out for him. It's going to be either, like I said, the Rams, because the Rams got the 9th pick. I don't know what they're going to do, but something tell me they're going to draft a quarterback. And And the other quarterback of those out there is that Ty Simpson. If I'm the Jets, I'll be looking at him because I know we know they got the second pick in the draft. I don't know if they're going to wait, pivot, or they're doing pivot, or probably just get their quarterback at 16 because something tell me two of them is going to be gone by if the Jets don't draft their quarterback, don't dress their quarterback at 2. By the time they get to 16, don't be shocked if all 3 of them is gone. So if I'm the Jets, I would take a chance. I would try to at least move back a few spots with the 2 spot. With the second pick, I'll move back just a little bit, maybe about maybe about 4 picks or something like that. I would if I was them, just move back, and then I'll get that quarterback. And then what they have to do though, the Jets, is to me they're gonna have to sign like a veteran quarterback because I believe if they get somebody like a Ty Simpson, they're gonna have to sign a veteran quarterback. And he's gonna have to sit maybe at least half of the season. But if they draft like a Carson Beck, he might be ready. But the teams that definitely probably I can see drafting a quarterback, definitely the Jets gonna have to draft one. Like I said, don't be shocked if the Rams draft one with one of those picks, and Pittsburgh need a quarterback too. Pittsburgh need a quarterback. I don't know what Miami gonna do because with Tua, they don't. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do because with the Tua situation, I believe where they pick at. I think they like in the top 12 or something like that. I think they'll probably don't be shocked. If they go after somebody like a Carson Beck in the first round. Like Pittsburgh, they're going those teams I said, Pittsburgh, the Jets, Miami, and the Rams. They all definitely need quarterbacks. But like I said, the game last night was pretty good. Yeah, I really don't have much more to say from the game last night because it was really the Hoosiers, even though they didn't cover the spread, the final score was 27-21. I believe the spread was, I think, a touchdown. They won by 6. They I was gonna say they really just did what they did they was gonna do all year. They now 16-0. The coach, he did a magnificent job with this team, and yeah, I know they got another load of players coming in next year through the transfer portal, and in Miami, they're gonna be back. Miami's back anyway, so I don't know about the quarterback situation for them going forward, even with Indiana, because I know Mendoza brother after he transferred to Iowa University today. So we're gonna see next year, but next year about that's gonna be next season. But right now, your Indiana Hoosiers is the NCAA football national champions. This is James Crawford. Thank you for tuning in to the Crawford Experience. Like I said, I got a show at 7:45. We'll be talking about why do people love mega churches. I want you to hit that like button, share it, subscribe, share it with your friends, and that's it. Y'all have a good. If y'all don't hear me the next show, y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.